Capital city, and we're in the Lilly Hennock Sportplatz, and it's time for the bronze medal match in the women's team compound. Shooting over 50 meters, we look over the famous old train station facade and this beautiful circus-like venue. Take a look at how the teams got to this stage. Of course, losing semi-finalists playoff for bronze. USA versus Germany. USA losing to the buoyant Turkish team in the semi-finals. And another buoyant team, Great Britain, qualifying all places for the Tokyo Olympics recently in Holland. Well, they beat Germany. So it's USA versus Germany for bronze. Already packed out here today, and the Turkish fans in the crowd looking on, waiting for their team to come out a little bit later. Well, it looks like we're almost ready to go for our first medal match here in Berlin. Let's go down to the field of play and welcome the teams out onto the range.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the athletes to the field for the compound women's team bronze medal match.
Well, Crystal, the teams are coming out here. Great to have the host nation featuring in the first match.
Yeah, definitely. I'm sure the fans around here are very happy to see them out here shooting.
And are we going to be able to contain you with your teammates coming out? Alexis Ruiz, Cassidy Cox, Sophia Strachan.
It's going to be tough, but I'll try.
Well, as the teams are presented to the crowd out here, just talk us through how the team format works, how the scoring works.
So team rounds we have 3 archers in the team, as we see here. It's cumulative score, meaning every arrow counts. There's 24 arrows. That's split into 4 ends of 6 arrows, each archer shooting 2 arrows. There's a maximum point score of 240 points. And at the end of the day, team with the most points wins.
Fairly simple in concept, isn't it? Hit the middle of the target more times than your opponent, right?
Exactly.
Easier said than done. Here are the young USA team, ranked #1 in the world, just over a 70% match win average. Cassidy Cox, Sophia Strachan, Alexis Ruiz going up against Kristina, Heigenhauser, Velia, Schall, and Jennifer Wenzl. And our coaches, Oliver Hayden there. And do we know who's out for the USA?
We have Paige Pierce, the 4th compound member, and this is actually her first time not shooting the team round. So girls smartly brought her in to coach behind them.
Steady hand at the tiller. Paige Pierce in the background there with the blonde hair. Looking on. USA on target 1. Germany on target 2, and it's the USA who will shoot first for bronze.
Good start for Sophie. She puts a 10x liner down there. That's what this U.S. team really wanted. It's a young team. They are averaging 20 years of age, 19, 20, and 21. So one of the youngest U.S. women's teams we've had. But they're all very experienced on the international stage.
Just off the 10 and 3 cast.
Looks like Cassidy just missed that 10. So they're both on the right-hand side, so I'm guessing they're going to be sharing that information with Alexis. She might make a little bit of adjustment here.
Just a little wince there from the debutante this season. She's had a cracker, though, hasn't she?
Definitely, and we'll see her again this afternoon, so be exciting. And now this German team, on the other hand, is veterans. We have 30, 31-year-old, 1 younger, but definitely 2 very experienced archers.
What a cracking start there.
Komm, sauber ziehen.
So an 8's gonna hurt. They're not gonna like that. But if Kristina puts a 10 here, the match will be all tied up. So.
So both teams shoot their first 3 arrows, but of course it's 6 arrows in this end.
Exactly. So it's alternating. Each team will shoot 3 arrows, 1 arrow each, and then switches back to the other team. So Sophie was in a gold medal match earlier this season.
Yes.
She puts another strong 10 down there.
The exit new. Solid.
So confident.
Let's go, Cass. Strong shot.
Cassidy has many titles to her name on the junior circuit. She's indoor double gold world champion, field silver medalist, and she puts a 10 down there as well. So again, they're young, but they're very experienced on the international stage.
Still a little on the right side, but good. Yes.
Much cleaner shot than her first one.
Yeah, 58 out of a possible 60 for the USA. A great start. Germany can only get to 57 here, so even with a maximum, they'll definitely be trailing after this first end.
Sehr schön. X.
She didn't look happy, but put it in the X ring, so.
Links tief.
Nine.
Rechts hoch.
Total of 58 points for the United States of America after the first end.
Well, there we go, dropping 2 points in the final 3 arrows. Germany trailing by 3 at the conclusion of the first end. A good start for the USA is so important.
Definitely. They were a little upset about the semifinals. They were up against Turkey that just beat all the men on the field. So they were a little frustrated. They had shot well and had to settle for this bronze medal match.
Well, here are the USA arrows. A little bit spread out, to be fair, but mainly in the 10 ring.
Exactly. Saw some correction after those first right arrows and got dialed in.
Yeah, and you're right, they got dialed in, certainly, and they scored 3 10s in their final 3 arrows, and all 3 lining up and looking great. Strachan, Cox, and Ruiz, the teenage debutante. Well, she's actually just turned 20, isn't she?
I think her birthday's later this month, but I'm not positive. I think she's still 19.
Well, apologies to you, Alexis Ruiz, still a teenager. I kind of remember what that's like.
Look at Dougie down there. He's the one that should know how to do the Dougie. I get a free pass.
What on earth is Paige Pierce talking about?
She's talking about U.S. coach Doug, who is the arrow agent down there pulling arrows. So it's become a bit of a joke about how the U.S. team pulls arrows and who's allowed and who's not.
Well, range clear to shoot for the second end of this bronze medal match. Germany trailing by 3 against the USA will shoot first.
Komm, mach deinen Schuss. Entschlossen ziehen.
Nine.
9, knapp raus, links hoch.
My German's not great, but calling that a left arrow, I think.
Jawohl, 10 tief.
That's the 10 that they wanted. They really need that. Kristina needs to step up here as the veteran. Great archer. Needs to put a 10 down here. Put some pressure on the U.S. team.
9, ganz knapp raus, links.
Yep.
So solid 10 from Sophie.
Good.
All 3 of these archers on the U.S. team are attending school and shooting, so both of them, all 3 of them are quite busy.
9.
9 to 3. All right. See, that safety clip came in handy. Strong shot, Alexis. Yep.
10.
Full shafted 9.
Great overhead view of the archer here. I really, as a coach, you love this view.
Komm, entschlossen ziehen. 9 rechts hoch.
Schall just going a little high there into the 9. Contrasting actions, isn't it, from the first 2, Schall and Wenzl? That Schall a little bit more takes a time over things. Wenzl quite quick on the release.
Yes, you see compound archers, some really like to aim and really dial that shot in, and others like to get a real quick shot off. So.
So another massive opportunity for the USA.
Yes.
And that's a beautiful X.
Just off at 3. Like a smidgen. It's close. Strong shot, Alexis.
Such a tight unit.
Yes.
Just inside the 10 seconds, but all cool, calm and collected for Alexis Ruiz. The USA dropping just 2 points in the second end. Open up their lead. It's extended to 5 points at the halfway stage. Amazing stuff from this young and confident USA team.
Definitely, they're really on cruise control. You can see it out there. They're just relaxed. They're just shooting their shots. Whereas the German team, you see, they're a little bit more stoic, standing there. Not a lot of camaraderie between them right now.
Germany so trailing by 5.
Yeah, the Germans there, well, they're starting to smile, starting to relax a little bit. But the American team, as you said, so young. Alexis Ruiz, so good in her first season as a debutante here, medaling at every single stage of the World Cup. She shot so well, but not scored a gold medal in the individual, has she?
Yet. She'll have that opportunity this afternoon.
Doing so well there, shooting a 10 to finish things off. And a little bit of a sigh, a little bit of relief.
Yeah, Alexis had some issues the other day with running out of time during the mixed team match. So I know the timing is going to be, if they get low on time, she's going to be feeling those nerves.
All right, girls, strong shots.
Well, we're at the halfway stage here in this bronze medal match on Compound Saturday, and the women's team bronze medal match. Germany trailing by 5, staring down the barrel of the gun at the moment. They'll shoot first in the third end.
So that's not what they needed. They really needed a 10 to start this end.
Sehr gut. 10 links tief. Sehr schön. X.
10.
So Sophie's majoring in linguistics and economics. Fun little fact about her.
Yes.
Uncharacteristically long shot for Sophie, but puts it in the 10 ring.
Strong shot, Cass. Yeah.
Nice shot there from Cassidy Cox. She's got a little bit of a longer process than the other two Americans.
Yeah, so she, Junior World Championships a few years ago, had trouble with her arrow falling off the rest. So she's modified her shot, made sure she comes back nice and slow so she doesn't risk not getting the arrow off.
Yep.
10, 10, 10.
Another perfect 30.
I think we're going to see Alexis Ruiz for years to come. She looks fantastic.
Definitely.
Entschlossen arbeiten.
She works hard, trains a lot, and is really focused.
Jawohl.
10.
Schall again looking disappointed, but landing it right in the center of the target.
Ja, 9 knapp raus, links tief.
It's a nice shot there of watching the archer's feet, because team round you really have to watch the feet of your teammates and make sure you're not crossing that line until your teammates' feet cross the line in front of you.
Heigenhauser running down the clock.
9 links.
Good grouping for the final 3 arrows from the Germans.
Nine.
Could tell by the look on her face she wasn't happy with where that released. So the key here, we want to watch that clock. It's counting down. We're at 20 seconds right now as Cassidy's coming off the line. So going to be a little bit rushed for Alexis. She'll need to get right on that shot.
But you guys rehearsed this, right? You must go up to the line with, what, 10, 12 seconds to go under pressure?
Yes, the anchor is definitely going to be practicing this on a regular basis.
Yes. Good 10. And you whack Sophie
Well,
on the
it's a
way in.
fairly commanding lead for your team here, Crystal.
It went whoop.
Yep, pretty exciting. And you see Alexis is very cool under pressure, and she just got accepted into nursing school, so all those patients she's going to be treating are going to be happy to know that she can perform well under pressure.
Very good. Well, Velia Schall there, she had a bit of, well, a nightmare at the start of that end. First arrow, look, you saw the grimace there, just pulling right, but look at the recovery. What an incredible recovery there from Schall, and a big smile on her face. It must be wow, a double-edged sword, really, for the Germans, competing in front of the home crowd, but then that extra expectation as well.
Definitely, there's always that pressure on the home court. You love to have the fans, but there's definitely extra pressure that you want to perform, especially in a bronze medal match, because you know you lose a match and you're walking home with no medal.
Well, it's early doors here in Berlin on Saturday morning. Brisk breeze in the air, but the crowd starting to fill out here and looking forward to supporting this German team in the final end of the bronze medal match.
And another 8 for her. I think that's her 3rd one of the match. That's very surprising to me. She's been a very consistent shooter over the years, so surprised to see this in a finals match from her.
Well, clearly there'd been some discussion between the two athletes there. One going high and right. The height was perfect for Wenzl, but just a bit left. And there's the perfect one. One right, one left, one down the middle.
Yeah, Kristina's one of my favorite archers to shoot with. Great competitor, but just a really great person. And she's overcome a lot to come back to the sport after some health issues. So great to see her back in the finals match.
9.
Pressure's all off here for the USA, isn't it?
Yeah, at this point, they just need to stay in the yellow, and they all know how to do that.
Strong shot, Cass.
Nine.
Grouping amazing.
You hear Paige laughing at him.
Give her another click to the right, Cass. You haven't missed one left yet. Good girl.
10. Same.
Well, just on the line, getting a 10 there. There's your favorite shot, Crystal.
Yep.
Komm entschlossen ziehen.
Really great to see that body position, the shoulders. You see with a compound, it forms a triangle versus being a straight line like a recurve archer.
9.
Well, just 1 point ahead, the Germans, but they've had 1 extra arrow. This is all about pride now.
10.
Nice shot. Called a 10, marked as a 9 asterisk, which means it will go to a measure. Doesn't really make too much of a difference at this point, though.
No, but they're going to want that 10 just for pride.
Heigenhauser.
Saw a little bit of a shake in her hand right before the shot went off, so I'm not sure what happened there, but...
Well, a 2:20 to finish for the Germans. The USA, well, they'd have to drop the ball in a big way here not to walk away with the bronze medal.
Yes.
10. Same.
She did what she needed to do.
All right, Cass. Strong shot.
So they need 8 points out of the last 2 arrows.
And we get to look at this beautiful process from Cassidy Cox.
Yeah.
Right on top of Sophie's arrow.
All right, Alexis.
Guess
wrap
those
up.
clicks that Paige told her to put in her
Strong
sight
shot,
worked.
girl. You got it. 19 seconds.
Hey, she should hang up her bow.
Nine.
Debutante on the podium again here on the Hyundai Archery World Cup circuit. Alexis Ruiz, Cassidy Cox,
231.
and Sophia Strachan take the bronze for the USA. It was a game German team, but the USA came out strongly and followed it through to win 231 to 220. Your thoughts on that brilliant match from the USA? Let's face it, this young team, bags of confidence, but bags of talent.
Exactly, and it was, you know, it's always sad to see a one-sided match, but I'm not complaining as a fan of the U.S. And there's Coach Doug that I was talking about earlier, pulling the arrows we see on the left side.
Paige Pierce doing her job there on the left-hand side, saying she's honoured. She was honoured to be part of this foursome that have taken bronze in Berlin.